So if you want to go ahead and take a seat any way that feels comfortable, if you want to sit on a blanket or a towel or a block or something similar to that, then we'll start that way. Just bring yourself to any kind of comfortable seat you like. Rest the hands on the knees, close down the eyes. And just start to take a couple of deep breaths. Breathing in and out through the nose, starting to slow your energy, your breath, your heart rate. Give yourself this opportunity at the start of our class just to find yourself in your comfortable seat, to tune in to how the body's feeling. To notice if there are any particular emotions or moods or kind of energy through the body that stand out for you. Not getting too caught up in any kind of distractions. Any thoughts that creep in through the mind. Just finding an easy rhythm of breath, a nice length through the spine. And the softness, an ability just to notice what's going on in the body, in the mind, without getting caught up, without judging, without criticizing in any way, just allowing yourself to be. Starting to lengthen the breath now, taking slower, more intentional breaths. If you're familiar with your Ujjayi breath, you can start to slightly constrict the back of the throat. And allow the breath to become audible, like the waves of the ocean. And feel the length of the breath, the elongation of the spine. The whole body just dropping in to your practice. And if you only find a few moments of presence and mindfulness through your practice, then it will have been worth it, because we very rarely give ourselves this opportunity to not be somewhere else with our thoughts, to have our energy or attention diverted somewhere else outside of ourselves. And so every moment where we can focus on the breath, where we can give ourselves a moment of mindfulness, ground ourselves, in the next moment and the one after that. We find a little bit more peace, more ease in the body, the mind. We'll just take a few more breaths here. Still working to elongate the breath. Maybe noticing the pauses in between each inhale and exhale. Maybe your exhales are traveling longer than the inhales. Remember, we're not here to judge or criticize. We are just here to share our practice together, to move, and to bring a bit of synergy between the body, the mind, and the breath. And just take one more deep inhale here. And exhale. And then very softly allowing the eyes to open. You can remove any props and just come over onto hands and knees to start with tonight. And we'll stack the wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips. A nice firm foundation. And take a breath in, drop the belly, lift the chest and gaze forward. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest through the arms. Exhale, round the spine. One more, inhale, drop the belly. Really exaggerate the movement through the spine. Exhale, rounding. And inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes and exhale, press back into downward facing dog. You can adjust your stance here, pedal out the heels. But don't take your first downward dog too seriously. Just try and open the body. Give yourself a bit more space. Tune in to how the body feels, the strength through the arms, the length through the spine. And then find a bit of stillness. Take one breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, drop the knees to the mat. Bring toes together, knees wide. And exhale, press back into your wide-legged child's pose. Inhale, walk the hands over to the right. In line with the shoulders. And you can let the right ribs come up a little bit and float over that right knee as you fold over towards the right. Pull back with the left hip, really lengthen the left side body. Take one more breath here. Inhale, walk the hands over to the left-hand side now. Let the left ribs come up and over the left knee. Fold into the left. Dropping back through the right hip. For one more breath. Inhale, walking hands back to center. Take an exhale here. Inhale, come up into your tabletop, knees back under hips. Tuck the toes and step back into your plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Draw the front body in and find a nice length through the spine. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees to the mat, lower down to the belly. Keep the elbows in as you lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, little baby cobra. And exhale, push through the palms, round the spine, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Two more breaths. Lengthening the arms, the back of the legs. One more breath. Inhale, walking the feet up towards the hands. Nice hip distance apart. Catch the opposite elbow creases and fold into your ragdoll. Enough bend through the knees so the belly rests on the thighs. And you can stay stationary, or you can sway from side to side. Feel the weight shift from one foot to the other. Shake or nod the head, whatever helps you open the back of the body. Relax the neck. And then coming back to center, release the arms down. And keep the bend in the knees. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing, nice and slow. Head or eyes last, rolling the shoulders back and open. And then firming the belly, firming the legs, the feet. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward, hinge over the hips. Legs stay firm. Inhale, half lift, extend the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Take a breath in, make sure shoulders stack the wrists. Exhale, drop the knees and lower down to the belly. Elbows stay in by the rib cage. Inhale, lift the chest. You can take a little baby cobra if you like, up to full cobra. And then exhale, round back into downward dog. Using the core as you move. Being mindful of the lower back. Two more breaths here. Firming through the whole hand, index finger and thumb. One more breath. Inhale, walk or step the feet to the top of the mat. Half lift, extend the spine. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Then exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back and lower through your version of chaturanga. If you want to drop the knees down, by all means. Inhale through to baby cobra, full cobra, up dog, whatever feels good for you tonight. And exhale back into your downward dog. Keep the core switched on. Three more breaths here. Wrapping triceps under, biceps up, broadening across the shoulder blades. One more breath. Remembering to breathe. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Grip through the toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, lower through chaturanga. Drop the knees if you need to. Keep the elbows in. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, chest through the arms. Exhale back into down dog. Careful in the lower back. Take 3 more breaths here. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And inhale, drop the knees to the mat. Bring toes together, knees wide. Exhale, press back down, child's pose. And inhale, thread the right arm under the left. Drop the right ear to the mat. And twist the chest over towards the left. Press down to the back of the right arm. And if you want to take it a little step further, you can take the left hand to the lower back and pin the left shoulder back to open the chest. One more breath here. Bringing the left arm back out in front, and inhale, right arm extends in front. Exhale, left arm under right, left ear to the mat. And either keeping the right hand here, or you can take it back to the lower back and wrap that right shoulder back and open. Pushing down through the back of the left arm. Wringing out the spine. One more breath. Bring the right arm back out in front and inhale, extend the left arm back in front. Exhale, folding down. Inhale up to tabletop. Knees back under hips, tuck the toes, exhale, downward dog. Take 1 breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk, step or hop to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring toes together, heels slightly apart. And inhale, bend the knees, scoop the earth into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Holding here, firm the belly, create length through the spine. Not sticking our butt up, but we're not drawing ourselves in. Neutral, long spine. Squeeze the knees together, heels apart. 1 more breath here, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, find the earth, then straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, lower through chaturanga. Option always to drop the knees. Inhale, draw the chest through for upward dog or cobra. And exhale, back into downward dog, using the belly, the core to move. 1 breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step it between the hands. And your choice here, you can drop the back knee down, or you can keep the back knee lifted. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, lift the right arm up, open the chest. And exhale, set it down. Inhale, come back into your high plank. Lifting both knees if you need to. And exhale, chaturanga, dropping the knees if you would like to. Inhale, chest through for up dog or cobra. Shoulders back and down the back. Exhale, downward dog. 1 more breath here. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it between the hands. And either drop the back knee down or keep the back leg lifted, up to you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, left arm up, open the chest. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, high plank. And exhale, chaturanga, dropping knees if you need. Keep the elbows in. Inhale, chest comes through, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back into downward dog. One breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, knees to mat. Exhale, back into child. Knees together or wide, your choice. Observe the body, observe the breath. Tune in with how each part of the body feels. Where there's ease, where there's resistance. We'll take 2 more breaths here in our child's. One more breath. Inhale, come up into tabletop. Tuck the toes and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Hop it forward if you need to. And then we'll drop that back knee down. We'll set ourselves up for our lizard pose here. So if you feel it quite strongly in the hip flexors or the hip, you can stay up on the hands. If you have some kind of block or something you'd like to fold down onto the forearms with, you can use that. Just noticing where you're at and staying wherever feels good for you. There's nothing wrong with staying up on the hands. And if you want to challenge yourself for a bit more strength, you can tuck the left toe under and lift the back knee up. Create more of a lunge sort of shape. Wherever you're at though, keep the right knee hugging the right shoulder. And keep the spine long. Go rounding through the back. I'm going to pull the sternum through the arms. And imagine a nice long line from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Shoulders down away from the ears. Two more breaths here. One more breath. Inhale, slowly pressing back up to the hands, back knee down if you had it lifted. And then we'll inhale, take the right arm forward and back, open the chest out. Bend the left knee in towards the buttocks, the left foot rather, and see if you can catch the back foot. By staying sideways, you can see the kind of shape. So we're going to stretch into the left quad. So if you need to, you can, if you can't reach it actually, just keep bending it in towards the buttocks, and you can keep the right hand on your right sacrum or tailbone. And just create the same kind of shape. If you have something you can use as a strap handy, you could use that. But you'll get the same kind of energy through the front of the left leg if you just pull that left foot in towards the buttocks. Take two more breaths here. Stay with it, strong on the quad. I actually hate this one. It's really painful. One more breath. And then very slowly release that left foot. And bring yourself back into your lizard. And I'll come back to face you guys. We're going to tuck the left toe under, lift the left knee. And then inhale, step back into your plank. Drop the knees if you'd like to. Exhale, chaturanga. Keeping the elbows in. You only have to go halfway. Inhale through to up dog or cobra. And exhale back into downward dog. Keep the core activated. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step the foot on the outside of the left hand. And then drop the right knee down. And coming to the other side for our lizard. Keeping hands or forearms, if you want to fall down, in line with that left foot. Just check in with how you feel. You might feel one side is easier than the other. You might feel it a lot today. You might not feel it at all. If you really want the challenge, you can tuck the right toe under and lift the right knee up. You keep the left knee hugging the shoulder. The left knee in line with that ankle. And the spine long. Takes a long time for the muscles in our back to engage properly so that we can keep the length through the spine as well as engaging the core. But we start by being mindful of how the body is working, which muscles are coming together. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then gently inhale back up to the hands, lower the back knee if you haven't lifted. Take an exhale. Inhale, lift the left arm forward, back, open the chest. And you can either stay here if you would like to, if it's too strong, or you can bend the right foot in towards the hand. Maybe catch it if you're feeling capable today. It's not a comfortable one. This isn't a child's pose, strong, so stay with it if you can. We've got 2 more breaths here. Keep pressing out of that right hand too. Don't dump into the right wrist and shoulder. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Releasing the back foot down. And bring the hand back to the front. From here, we're going to tuck the right toe under, lift the right knee. This time, instead of going back to plank, we're going to come forward to Amalasana. So inhale, right foot outside the right hand, and then dropping down into your yogi squat, your garland squat. Again, if you've got a little thing that you want to sit on, place it directly under the tailbone. I would much rather you guys sit on something so you can get the shape of the tailbone going down than to hang out with your bum in the air. Even if it's a cushion, a blanket, roll up a couple of times. And then you can bring the hands together in front of the heart. Try and wedge the elbows into those knee creases. And then push the palms together to help broaden the chest. Keep lifting up through the pelvic floor. Two more breaths here. One more, inhale. Exhale. Take the hands down in front and slowly straighten the legs, fold over the legs. And if you can, catch the back of the ankles and draw the upper body down towards the legs. One more breath here. And then we'll heel toe the feet in to hip distance apart. And if you can, either catch the back of the legs, the ankles maybe, or if you want, you can take the peace fingers around the big toes And then the thumb and the middle finger will meet, and you'll bend the elbows out to the side and draw the upper body down towards the legs. Pressing down through all four corners of the feet. Lengthening out the crown. One more breath here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, folding back down, releasing the hands. Then inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back and lower through your version of chaturanga. Knees can come down, but keep the elbows in. Inhale, lift the chest through, up dog or cobra. And exhale, back to down dog. Three more breaths here. Pushing down through all parts of the hands. Imagining beautiful length from the tailbone to the crown. One more breath. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, foot to buttocks, open the hip. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, bring the right leg through for your pigeon, dropping the right shin down and releasing the back left leg. If you need anything here, like a blanket or something underneath your right sit bones, if you're quite lifted up, you can slide that under now. And then create a bit of length through the spine and hinge out of the hips as you fold forward. Again, if you've got your little props handy, you might want to lean on them if you can't reach the floor. Taking every opportunity to make this practice your own. Whatever you need your practice to be. Trusting your body, trusting yourself. Softening through the upper body. Releasing any tension through the legs. Almost imagining sending breath into areas of tightness. Using the exhale to let everything go. A few more breaths here. One more breath. Inhale, lifting the chest, walking the hands back in. Tuck the left toe underneath and lift the left leg up. And then you're going to push down through the palms, draw the right foot in towards the belly. And then inhale, right leg back to three-legged dog, lift it up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Keep the back knee lifted. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. High lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, right arm high, not right leg. And exhale, reverse Skandasana. The right arm goes back behind, both toes, both feet turn to the right. Inhale, come back to your low lunge. Plant the right hand down. And exhale, straighten the right leg, fold over the right leg. Inhale, bend back into your lunge, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten the right leg, fold forward. You'll stay high on that left toes. Inhale, bend into your lunge, lift the chest through the arms. Exhale, straighten the right leg and fold. Inhale, bend the right knee. And then step the left foot forward to meet the right. Folding down as you exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rising up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the chest. And exhale, take the right ankle over the left knee. And then start to bend the left knee. You can keep the hands in at the chest. If you want a challenge, you can take the arms overhead. But really zipping up the front of the body, not flaring the ribs out. Try and draw it in for stability. If your balance feels a little bit tricky, try and find something to look at on the floor, on the wall, to help hold your focus. Strong concentration. Strong in that left quad too. One more breath. Inhale, lifting back up, knee to chest. And exhale, set it down. Nice balance, guys. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Drop the knees if you'd like to. Inhale, lift the chest through for cobra or up dog. And exhale, back into down dog. Use the belly to move. One breath. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, foot to buttocks, open the hip. Inhale, left leg high. And exhale, bring the left shin through for pigeon. Dropping it down between the hands. Left foot behind right wrist. Lengthen that back leg out. If you need anything, blanket block under the left sit bone. You can, or left buttocks rather. And then start to fold forward, but keep that length through the spine so that you're really reaching and elongating the spine out of the hips and pelvis. Folding down as far as feels good for you today. And surrendering to the pose, trying to release when there's resistance. Soften the body, soften the mind. A few more breaths here. One more breath. Mindfully inhale, lifting the chest, walking the hands back in. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee up, and inhale, knee to chest and left leg high. Exhale, step it back between the hands. Keep the back knee lifted if you can. And inhale up to high lunge, arms up. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, left arm high, open the chest. And exhale, reverse Skandasana, left arm to the back of the room. Both feet turning to the left. Inhale, back to your low lunge, plant the left hand down. And exhale, straighten the left leg, fold over the left leg. Inhale, bend the left knee, lift the chest up through the arms. Anchor, exhale, fold forward. Straighten the left leg. One more, inhale, lift the chest, bend the left knee. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, bend the left knee. And step the right foot forward to meet the right. Take a half lift on your next inhale. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the left knee to the chest. Exhale, cross the left ankle over the right knee and start to bend into that right knee. Kind of in a way, it's like a standing pigeon, but it's also a little bit like a chair because you've got that length through the spine. The belly is holding this pose, this shape. Right quad is very much activated. Find your focus, find your gaze. 2 more breaths. Keep pressing the left knee open so that you get into that left quad. If you fall out of it, just come back in. 1 more breath. Inhale, standing back up, lift the knee to chest. Exhale, set it down. Nice work, guys. Inhale, bend the knees, scoop the earth into your chair. And exhale, fold forward, find the earth, then straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, and lower through chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog, drive the chest through the arms. Exhale, back to downward dog. Take 1 breath, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, knees to mat. Toes together, knees wide. Exhale, back to wide-legged child's pose. Breathe into the hips, breathe into the spine. Allow even more softness to come into the body. Few more breaths here. Take 1 more breath. Inhale, coming up into tabletop, knees back under hips. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Stepping feet out to the edges of the mat. Take a breath in, nice and long through the spine. And then exhale, bend the knees. We're coming down into our squat again, our yogi squat, malasana. If you need your little props, grab them on the way down. Don't throw them around like me. And if you are finding yourself kind of in this shape, more than this shape, you want the tailbone going down. So if you can sit on something to help you get into that shape, it's better than this. If you feel comfortable here, you can close down the eyes. Keep pushing the palms together to broaden the collarbone. And take one more breath here. And then inhale, take the left arm out to the side and the right arm up, open the chest. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right arm to the side, left arm up. Spread your wings, inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Palms together. For a moment, I'll throw it out to you guys, little yogi's choice. If you want to practice your crow, you can practice it here. Otherwise, feel free to stay here. And if the legs are starting to say, please get me out, you can just fold forward and release that strain in the legs. But if you are coming into crow, you want a little play, hands down in front, bend the elbows like chaturanga arms, and the knees find the back of the triceps like a little shelf. And then you tip forward, lift the feet. Wherever you are, one more breath. Coming back down if you're in crow or playing around with it. And then all together, take the hands down, we'll fold forward over the legs, straighten those legs out. Catch the back of the ankles and draw the upper body in. One more breath. Heel toe the feet back into hip distance apart. And inhale, half lift, extend the spine. Exhale, fall back down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Drop the knees down and press back to child's pose. If you're feeling strong, you can do a vinyasa, but we'll just start to slow the energy now, coming into child's. Relaxing the upper body. One more breath here. Inhale, coming up into tabletop. And we'll bring the right knee into the center. And then we're going to take the left leg and the left knee on the outside of the right leg. We're going to come into our gomukhasana. So you can start to roll back onto the buttocks. If you feel really off-centered or lifted here, you can do what I do. Bring a blanket or a block or something under the sit bones, especially the left one. Yeah. And then you'll catch the ankles, take a breath in, sit tall, and exhale, fold over the knees. Nice long spine. One more breath. Inhale, sitting back up. Exhale, hands out in front, roll up onto the left and the right knee, and unravel the legs. And then we'll bring the left knee into the center and place the right knee outside the left. And start to sit the buttocks back. Bring in any props if you need to. Nice tangled up legs. Take a breath in. And exhale, folding forward. Notice if one side feels tighter than the other. If your mind has any thoughts about the pose, any judgments. And see what else you can let go of. One more breath. Inhale, sitting back up. And this time we're going to unravel the legs out in front. Whoa. And if you're sitting on a blanket, you might actually want to stay there because we'll bring the soles of the feet together. And by sitting right on the edge of the blanket, it'll kind of tilt the pelvis a little bit and you'll get more length in the lower spine. Then take the hands to the feet, keep the elbows in by the rib cage. Take a breath in. Exhale, folding forward. Again, keep the length through the spine, no rounding of the back like we do everywhere else. It's like having a little baby back bend in your forward fold. Two more breaths here. And one more breath. Inhale, sitting back up. Bringing the knees up together, lengthening them out. Take the props out to one side and just making your way all the way down to your back. Nothing fancy here. We're going to bring the knees up towards the chest to come into our spinal twist. So shuffle the buttocks over to the right, drop the knees to the left. Arms can come out wide to open the chest. And if you don't get much out of this spinal twist with the knees stacked, you can cross the legs over, kind of like what we were just doing with our Gomukhasana before. And that raveling of the legs gets a little bit deeper into the spine. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Unraveling the legs if you had them there. And then we'll shuffle the buttocks to the left and drop the knees over to the right. And you can wrap left knee over the right if it felt good on the other side. Allow the chest to open, the collarbone to broaden. And take one more breath here. Before inhaling back to center. Taking an exhale. And before we finish in our Shavasana, if there's any final poses you'd like to take, maybe a happy baby, shoulder stand, whatever you like really. You can take the legs up to the wall if you want a bit of a gentle inversion, or even take your rolled up blanket underneath your lower back. And then the feet straight up to the ceiling, just for that added height with the hips. And it's completely up to you what you would like to do with this last few moments before Shavasana. And there is absolutely no judgment if you go straight into Shavasana as well. So just take a few moments. And when you're ready, you can start to settle the body into Shavasana. Really let the arms, the legs roll out to a natural position where we're no longer holding control of any muscles in the body, just releasing and giving way to openness, to ease, to stillness. Noticing if there's anything else you need from your practice, any kind of release, if there's any particular emotions that stand out now that we've finished the practice. If you can feel the release through the body. Maybe the mind feels a little bit softer, having done all of this work to create presence in the body, in the breath. And now finding stillness with the mind. Giving yourself as much time as you need here. If you can, I encourage you to stay a little bit longer in your Shavasana. If you can't, that is completely fine, but just allow yourself to feel the benefits of your practice. Feel the openness through the body. And this call will end automatically, so you can stay as long as you like. But thank you so much for joining, as always, with so much love and gratitude. Namaste.